Fellas, welcome to another episode of PEP Fresh Start Live with Fee and Pat, where we stay ready to keep from getting ready. I'm Pat. I am your father.
And I'm Fee. Most of the new guys think I'm Max.
So, welcome back to today, fellas. This episode, as you can see, the title is called Johnny Goes to College. And as we get further off into the segment, you will understand more.
As you can see, we have a different layout today, setting. We changed in the last three trial. So this is the third one. This is a little bit different setting than the last two. So we solicitate for comments. What do you guys like about this setting and what you don't? Don't comment right now. Wait until you watch until the end because there's other part that it might seem a little bit not smooth in this setup. So just wait.
Feel free to provide feedback.
Okay, so the last week we talked about mission statement. What's the mission of this channel?
Okay, our mission is to celebrate the life and progression of one another as we live out our legacy.
The more I think about it, I think the legacy it seemed kind of too grand for the channel. I think we celebrate for little things, big things, small things, medium things, not things that contribute to our legacy. So
something like living life to the fullest daily.
yep, I think that probably sound better.
Okay.
So our mission is to celebrate the life and progressions of one another as we live out our lives to the fullest.
All right. I can go for that. Fellas, what do y'all think? Feel free to comment, vote, suggest, and get back with us.
Okay. So to keep the channel running as smoothly and clean and not offending anyone, I think we should come up with like a code of conduct for this channel.
I agree.
Something we hold each other accountable, we hold our guests accountable, and we hold the people who's participating here accountable. For example, they say something on comment, chat. So what do you think?
Well, being that probably the most one of the 10 driving values that probably stand out the most to all of us, I would probably say something around fun,
Fun is good. Execution,
execution,
celebration,
celebration,
and respect.
and respect. Execution, celebration, and respect. I like that.
What
I
else?
like that. Fun, execution, celebration, respect, uplift. But then I think uplift would probably go into celebration. Fellas, give us feedback.
All right, comment down below. What else do you think we should put in the code of conduct? This is the code of conduct is how we conduct ourselves in this meeting. To each other, to our guests. What other thing that you think we should put in a code of conduct?
Yes. I think especially with us because they're going to be dependent upon us. I think for us specifically between us is being prepared.
Yeah.
Because if we're not prepared, I don't think we're gonna do what we set out to do, and that's provide something quality for these guys to go back on. Even though we talk about this all week, but yeah, I would say prepared. Something y'all can hold us accountable to.
All right. In today's episode, beside our special guest today, I want to use this part to kind of update PEP brothers in what's new in PEP, what are we currently doing, and what are we about to do. All right. So at most of you guys know that we opened up the third city about 4 years ago. We operate in Austin. And we both of us wearing that shirt right now, the Austin shirt. As much as we want to have a strong foothold in Austin, has it been 4 years?
Yes, 2017.
You remember who first started out at our staff in Austin?
first staff member in Austin? Was it Josh?
No, RJ.
RJ, yeah, RJ Rodriguez.
Yeah, RJ helped establish this. So we think that we have executive that come from Houston, Dallas. We have some from Austin, and if we think if we set up an office, a transitional in Austin, we will be able to pull more executive, and we have another city option for a PEP brother to parole to.
Yes.
All right, so and coincidentally that we start working with the women's unit in Lockhart. So at that time, it seemed very natural that we should set up shop at Austin. So we've been manhandling this thing for about 4 years, and sadly, you know, today I want to, let our brother know that we decided to close down Austin. All right, so the PEP brother that we have staying at transition house in Austin, we're still going to service those guys, but we won't be able to have that house accepting PEP guys by the end of April.
Okay. So, and thinking about that, to the extent that you can or feel comfortable, what are some of the factors that went into that? 'Cause I know we've been trying to get out Austin growing since 2009, all of the barbecues and trips that we had down there. But what are some of the factors that say, what is just not going to work?
So here's the main reason. So when we buy a property in Houston or Dallas, it's cost us somewhere about $200,000. And from that $200,000, we were able to provide a low weekly fee for the guys that are coming out. In Austin, the same exact house is around $900,000. It's cost about 4 times more than what it is in Houston or in Dallas. So we was not able to purchase the property, so we have to rent it. And every month, we're spending $6,000 on rent, for the duplex, $3,000 from each side. And I mean, we cannot charge our participant $200 or $300 a week. That doesn't make sense. But then, I mean, from that perspective, or from that that housing thing, it make it really difficult for our participant to move out and establish on their own, because apartment, I'm going to run them about $1,200 a month.
And speaking and thinking about the cost of an apartment and thinking about Austin as a whole, do you think like Austin is more white collar than blue collar, more tech, as far as trying to get them in a career to where they can build?
I mean, most of our guys are construction related. Very few are kind of office type of job. So it's very difficult for those guys that trying to go to a new city and establish themselves. The pay is comparable to Houston, but the housing is costing 4 times more.
Right.
So most of those guys, when they go to Austin, they stay there for a few months and they move back home.
So this next question I'm going to ask, because I know you guys probably want to know, and you're probably wondering. So do you think that we'll ever circle around to a third city again?
Yeah, I think there's possibility, and I think had we started in San Antonio, we would have been 2 times or 3 times bigger. I think the San Antonio probably the right city. You know anybody that in San Antonio?
Most definitely. There's John Castillo's in San Antonio. But, I think even more so with all the brothers we have a brother in the house today who didn't know that we were actually going to have him on. But since the title is based around him, let's bring on our Class 12 graduate brother, Johnny Flores Escobedo, and let's talk about San Antonio a little bit and Johnny goes to college. Johnny?
Come on, Johnny. Don't be shy.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You want to introduce yourself? I already told him your name, but introduce yourself.
My name is Johnny Escobedo. I'm class 12. What year was that? 2012? 9?
You don't remember, bro?
2009, 2010, 2012. So That's when I was there.
2009.
Yeah.
So we were talking about San Antonio. You're from San Antonio, right?
I was born in Houston, and I lived a lot in San Antonio, a lot of my life. So I know San Antonio pretty well.
Have you been back to San Antonio since you got out?
I was in San Antonio. Yes, what's Sunday?
Did you say San Antonio or you say San Anto?
San Antonio.
Okay.
Well, I say San Antonio.
He's from San Antonio.
I say San Antonio, but you can say whatever. Just depends. Yeah, they say it either way.
What was your first trip back to San Antonio?
When
Yeah.
I think I went to visit my mom. That was 3-4 months after I had gotten out, because I went to Covington, and so they went to pick me up in Covington and took me to San Antonio.
Then he went without.
In
not delivering
2012.
Christmas gifts.
Oh, I did go with y'all. Yeah, we did go. Austin and San Antonio.
Okay, so Johnny then, Johnny now.
Johnny's in, Johnny now. Yeah.
Let's talk about Johnny, the college student.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of differences. I did go to college. I graduated. I think that was one of the most, one of the greatest experience that I was able to do, because, and a lot of people say, was it hard? For me, it wasn't hard because it was something I really wanted to do, and it's something that I enjoyed. So
I remember when I go inside the unit, when Johnny was a peer educator, I asked him what he wanted to do. He said he wanted to go to Rice University. No, St. Thomas.
St. Thomas.
yeah,
St.
St.
Thomas.
Thomas. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he had his mind fixed on St. Thomas. And I asked him, why St. Thomas? You know, at that time, I think we had E-School at St. Thomas.
Right.
But I don't think that was the reason why you want to go to St. Thomas, right?
No, that wasn't the reason. Part of the reason is I did wanted to go to St. Thomas is pretty part of because of my religion, but it was a school that I looked up, because I looked up various schools, like Rice and St. Thomas and the University of Houston, and so I did wanted to attend some of those schools, but ultimately it came to, how much they were, the costs. So right now, I wish, one of my goals now is to go and get me a master's degree. So I got to determine which school I want to go to, either St. Thomas, Texas A&M, or back to the.
Well, would you tell us how did you start it? When you first get out, your parents not giving you all this money.
No.
So how do you decided I want to work and I want to go college at the same time? Can you kind of walk us through your thinking?
Do that.
from the
Yeah.
beginning?
Yes. So what I did was I researched. I was working as soon as I got a job. As soon as I got out of PEP, out of TDC, I got a job. So I was already working from there. I started calling universities and seeing, the prices and seeing which universities have classes at night, because that was a big thing for me. I was working during the day, 8 to 5, so I had to, go to school later in the evenings and on weekends. And so one of the schools that fit me really well was the University of Houston, because they had a lot of night classes and they had classes on the weekends. The price wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty decent. I got a lot of help, but I was paying for all my classes. So I had to not do a lot of things during those years. Like I couldn't buy the high dollar sneakers, this and that I really wanted to. So I had to kind of, save and spend for that. And, during those times, I didn't mind, because now, college is over with. I've did that, so I can buy the things that I really want to buy now. And doing that, so.
Now we're going to ask how many people do that journey trying to talk you out of it.
You know what? I don't think I've had many people really talk me out of it. Try to talk me out of it.
So
Not too many.
it's very supportive with your friends and family?
Yeah, pretty much everybody was supportive. I'm a more quiet to myself person, so everything I do, to myself. I don't tell too many people.
So your girlfriend at the time didn't try to talk you out of it?
She was going to school with me.
Okay.
So you went to school to meet the girl.
That's right. Yeah, no, but you're exactly right. That's not the reason. But once you go to school, you meet a whole lot of different people. You connect with them. They're in different industries, different job industries. You know, they do temporary agencies. They can help you with internships. So you meet a lot of people there, not just girls, but you know, people that.
Also, girls, the
It's,
perk, huh?
I'm still in communication with a lot of them. You know, we're friends to the, you know, today.
So you and your girlfriend
we-
still together?
No.
Oh, okay. So you were looking for a BA, and she was looking for MRS. I mean,
She was looking. I was looking. She was looking. She was looking for a BA too. But
Okay.
yeah,
So what kind of advice would you give to the new brother who just got out and want to go to college, or the guys that currently been now working a full-time job and thinking about going to college? But before you answer that, there is a new thing right now is saying that college degrees doesn't matter. Is what vocation is much more important because most of the guys getting out of college owe a lot of money.
right.
All right. So, what kind of advice would you give? these
My
guys?
advice would be to go for it. Don't let it stop you. You know, you do the hard work. 4 years, do the hard work. Do it because that's something that they can't ever take away from you. You get a student. You get a house. You get a car, a loan. They can take that, but that education they will never take away. That's something that I would never trade for anything. You know, a lot of people say it might not count. You know, but when I went to the job I'm at, the reason I got raises was because of my degree. My boss automatically assumed as soon as I got that degree, he said, I got to give you a raise.
Mhm.
I got to give you a raise because he understands the discipline, the time it takes, what type of employee he's going to have, somebody who's going to commit 4 years of school and stick with it and finish it. So what I would do is I would tell somebody, if you're going to do it, do it. It shows the determination that you have to move forward and to continue. And that's what people see.
So the next step is MBA.
My next step is the MBA, and the only reason I haven't done that is because I think it's Texas A&M is 99,000. Rice is over 100,000. University of Houston about 50,000. So that would probably be the safest bet, but that's still a lot of money.
So you know, Prairie View also has a program on Grant Road, and it's like 17,000.
How much?
17,000.
For A&M?
Prairie View A&M,
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
which is a sister school. Well, actually, it's under the farm system of Texas A&M.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
you
I've
wanna check
researched
that
a
out.
lot of different schools, so it's something that I have in my mind, but it's just I haven't. yet.
So I want to ask you this because I know what education is for me. Was it personal or professional?
For me,
Yeah.
it's both. You know, it is both because it's something that I wanted to do, to always have as a career, something I could always fall back on, but also personal that I wanted to do, that I wanted to accomplish. So
How long does it take you in the day you got out until you got your degree?
I think it was 4 years. It was the 4 years, but I already had credits from when I was inside. So if you have the opportunity, if you're in there, get your credits because it counts just like any other college. They don't see that on your diploma. It's the same thing. Get your education, get your credits wherever you can get them. At a community college, get them because when you go to the higher university level, it's not going to show you're going to get a degree. It's going to be from the University of Houston.
Y'all heard that. Doesn't matter if it take you 10 years to do a 4-year degree.
That's right. It don't matter if it takes you 10 years. They'll never take that away.
What's a full load in college?
A full load?
Yeah.
For-
How many classes?
For me, a full load would be 3 to 4 classes for me
3 to 4 class?
9 to
because
12
I
hours.
work all day. But if you know, if you're a student, you can take on more classes if you're not working. But for me, it was the most I would do was 3. The most is 4. I usually stuck around 2 to 3 classes, so per semester. And always look because there's always things that can help you. Like when I was going through school during the summer, they were able to they gave me 2 free classes on my junior year and my senior year. I was given 2 free classes, and so check your emails, do all that, contact the school because there's a little help. Not a whole lot, but there's help. So what I did was I paid while I was going to school, and as soon as I got out of school, those 6 months when it's the grace period is over with, and I saw the student loans because I did have student loans, and I said, you know what? When I first got that first one where it's a student, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna pay it off, and so I got it out the way.
So two things, because I think many people who haven't gone through the education system don't understand how significant that 2 free classes is. So if you
Yeah.
had to pay for those 2 classes,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about a few $1,000s if you have to pay for those classes, and that can make a whole lot of difference of you graduating in 2016 or 2017.
Right. And
I mean, if I get 2 classes in the summer and then 2 more classes in the summer, that means I get to graduate a little earlier than I had normally wanted to. So it does help a lot. And like Pat was saying, it's thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars. So each class is, 1,500, or just depending on where you go. So it helps a lot.
and the second part of that is you was talking about student loans. When you got your student loan, did you only accept the money you needed? I think many people make the mistake of doing the subsidized, unsubsidized because they
Yeah.
think they're having extra money in their pocket. Did you take the unsubsidized portion?
I took only I'm not sure because I only took, I believe it was the unsubsidized. It's where
You still
They
had to
don't
pay
ch-
money out of your pocket?
you have to pay money out of your pocket, but I believe one of them tells you that you don't pay interest during.
Right. And the other one
But
starts as soon
The
as you
other
get
one
it.
starts as soon, yes, and I got the
Yeah.
one that doesn't. So you have to be careful which ones you get. And I did get the student loans. I think it was unsubsidized or it was one of those, but it wasn't. I didn't have to pay no interest until after 6 months after I graduated. 6 months after I graduated. So be careful when you do that. Yeah, the student loans is real important. So
Even when the interest kicked in, it's a very low interest rate, right?
the interest is low, yes, but someone like me, I don't like to have a lot of. I didn't like to have, so I paid it off. I said I'm gonna get it over with. So I would encourage you if you have the opportunity, get it over with yourself. Today I'm debt free. I don't know college. I don't know my car. I don't nothing. So
How many people was in your class, in class 12?
I think it started 120.
How many people?
No, in what
How many
class?
people finished your class? How many?
Class 12.
Class 12?
Yes,
52, I think.
52.
Mhm.
So out of those 52 guys, you know every one of them by name, right? 'Cause you passed the name test.
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an A.
Okay. What if we quiz you right now?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got all the
you-
names behind
Okay,
you.
Yes,
yeah, you
sir.
can quiz me. I'll
No,
pass
no.
it.
Actually, this leading to this question right here.
Okay.
So you're working with all of those brothers closely.
Mhm.
How many of those brothers you think would be able to go to college and be able to get the degree based on, how smart that they are while they went to class with you?
I think that every single person would be able to do it.
Every single
Because
one.
I think it's a matter of determination.
Okay.
I've seen some people in college that get it just like that. It comes to them very easy, and then I see people that it takes them a few times to get it. They don't just get it, but they don't quit, and that's why they get it because they do not quit. And I believe every single one of them persons, if they really wanted it, they can do it.
What is that on your finger?
My school ring,
Well, take it off. Let's see it.
Yeah, you'll get it back, maybe.
I ain't trying to
So,
say
so you
one.
say I can take this ring away from you, but I can't take whatever you learn away from you.
You can
So
take that away from me.
look at this.
Jack. Yeah, little fella. I don't think he fight that hard, but yeah, he might call the police.
Nah, yeah, he won't.
That's a
You won't
beautiful
get too
treasure,
far.
though, bro. And we appreciate you. I remember Johnny called me one day. Johnny. So one thing Johnny left. Johnny used to ride his bike to work. Johnny called me one day. It was raining hard. he was stranded. So for those who don't, there's an addiction that Johnny had. What was your addiction when you got out?
I don't remember.
He found it in one place. One donut shop had it in all of Houston. Cappuccinos.
Oh yeah, and that was the one. That was the one I had in there too. I had a buddy in there who would always bring them to me. I was like, here, he already knew me. But I do have another story about the bike when I used to ride to work, and it was another time it was raining, it's a pretty good story because there was this I was on TC Jester, coming from Covington, going down TC Jester to 290, and it was pouring like crazy. And so I'm riding my bike, it's raining. So I stop on the corner of TC Jester,
Tidwell.
Tidwell. There's the corner store. So I get under the little thing under the thing, and I'm waiting for the rain to stop, and it's not stopping. And then there was this lady. She pulls over. She pulls in there. She goes in and she comes out and she says, "Do you need a ride?" I said, "No, ma'am, I'm okay. I can wait." She said, "No, let me give you a ride. It's raining." And I'm sorry, "No, ma'am, it's okay." And she says, "Get your bike. Let's go. I'll take you."
Sound like a
And so I
kidnapping.
get my bike. My bike, you got to remember, my bike's muddy. It's raining. My bike's muddy. Her car's brand new. And she gets it. She puts it in the trunk. She gets me wet in the car, and she takes me to work. And during that time, she's listening to positive stuff on the radio. You could tell this is a real good person. She was scared because she told me, but she said, "You know what? My love for God is stronger than my fear. That's why I was able to help you because my love was stronger for God." And I was like, "Wow." And so she dropped me off. I said, "Thank you." And she went her way. And that's, something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Fee, you got some more?
No, I was gonna say, if we have any brother that have question about whether they're going to college or not, or want to ask Johnny any question about college, you can comment down below, and we make sure that Johnny get it. And can we
I'll
count on
answer
you
it.
to
It says,
respond?
yeah, I'll answer as best that I can.
Sound like a plan.
I believe we have several brothers chatting live right now. Is it Thomas Jama? He's in Mexico right now, right?
Yes, sir. Thomas Jarman, you got to take a journey down to Houston and tell us about Mexico. Well, we got Morgan Pelvin. J Mo, what's up?
Timothy Stova.
Mr. Stovall. Mr. 18 Willard. Okay. I'm glad we got this group of guys on here. So, Johnny, one of the things that we plan to do every week is a segment that I like to call the Starbucks quiz. So the first person that get this quiz correctly, I will send them $5 to their Starbucks account, or I'll just send it to your Cash App as soon as you get the answer. So this one is going to be pretty easy. Fee, I need you to watch the screen. So if somebody up there get it,
Now, what about staff?
staff
That-
cannot participate.
Okay, all right.
Actually, you know what? They might need to be quit. No, staff can't participate. So this is going to be a fairly easy one. You know what?
You know what? Actually, Thomas asked, "Can we come to Mexico?" I think we can
Sound
bring.
like a
I
plan.
think we
Put
can
you
bring
on
the
road. I
channel
got a
down to
passport.
Mexico.
Fee got a passport. What's up? So you know what, Johnny? I feel generous today. So we'll do one there and you if you get it right. You know what, as a matter of fact? If you get it right. So the question is, what is PEP's anniversary date? That can't be that hard.
Can you guess the year at least?
No, I can't.
No,
I don't know.
Nobody?
No,
Nobody.
no researching either.
Nobody.
Nobody. God. that
All
would be
right,
the
so
easy one.
everybody that's in attendance,
Mhm.
I'm gonna need 50 executions from y'all by next Tuesday.
B.
If you don't know anything else about PEP,
Adam Bird say May 25th.
Adam Berg, you owe us $5. May 25th was actually my old wedding anniversary.
So if they get it wrong, they owe $5. That's a good one. I like that one.
XCOM Fitness, you also owe $5.
$5. We're gonna go to Starbucks.
All righty, so
Golly, I don't
nobody
know
got
why
it,
I don't know that one.
and we're almost ready to shut down. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little history. And this wasn't planned like this, it just worked out like this. So Fee's wedding anniversary is what?
May 23rd.
Fee's wedding anniversary is May 23rd. When I was married, my wedding anniversary was May 25th. PEP's anniversary is May 24th.
Okay.
May 24th, 2004. So give me my money back. And we'll just put this back in the pot for next
I
week.
don't need your money.
Fellas, always know the anniversary from that which you came. Any last things you want to?
May 24th.
Nope. I appreciate every brother that joined us live today.
sir.
We're gonna have one more week of trial run before we're gonna go live.
That's right. That's right. You know, in closing, fellas, I'd like to leave you guys with this, man. Don't forget to reflect, refine, replenish. If you ever find yourself in a position, repay. All righty. We appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time. We'll see you again next week at the same
bat
time.
channel, same bad place.